Hello and welcome to this second tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to be placing the guides and probably building the first version of the rig. For this one we have two methods, like the fun one and the not fun one. We're going to be using the fun one, obviously. First of all, the guide we're going to be using is this one, the basic mail one. And the non-fun one is just going like spine, and we place the spine and we go the head and we blah blah. This is really boring. We need to check using the phone one still and check every guide, but we have Zombinator, that is a tool that helps us a lot. This tool is based off a Skeletor that I don't remember the guy's name, sorry about that. But the guy have like a placement tutorial in CG something in a website that sells tutorials. It's really good. I recommend it. If you want to see it, let me know and I can send it to you because I don't remember the name. Sorry about that. So we're going to be needing a software called faceform grab. Is this one in here? You need it for this. You can actually ask for a license for learning, so maybe you can use it. I have mine courtesy of them. I actually got it sponsored, so thank you faceform. And I'm going to be selecting the body. Actually, let's start from the beginning. For building mutant tools, ideally, we have a group named Geo, and the Geo needs to be underneath it. That's the only thing we need. The other things that we cannot do is having these names. We cannot have a geometrical spine, a geometrical body, and that's usually something that happens in case this is not building is because of that. Because I already used the names and we cannot repeat the names. So the solution is just body A or spine A or whatever. Those groups doesn't really matter. So we're going to be selecting the geo and we're going to be doing an export selection geo to grab body because we're going to be building the body. Automatically this window should be popping up. Okay, so as you can see, I already do this video, but I'm going to be doing it again because I'm trying to keep my standards of quality higher on the recordings, and I was like super pumped fast, and feedback I got is you need to do stuff like more relaxed so people can follow. So on faceform, we're going to be okay. Let me explain this again. We get an alembic and a grab file. The grab file is for doing this kind of stuff. I give you a template. You don't really need to use the template, but I recommend it. And it usually gets exported into your project. In this case, I'm using the default project and into the data folder. So we have the latest one, that is the number 9, 1149. And this is the desired topology we're going to be using. This topology is actually the topology of grab, and Zombinator is based on this topology. It's scalable, so if your studio is having one topology, you can actually implement it super fast. I already have like another example implemented in case, so we can have as many base messages as we need. It's the same process. We just need to have like some kind of folder structure, and that's it. And then you put your geo in here, that is automatically placed for you. This is huge. So what I'm going to be doing is creating a transform node. Actually, if you have like the newer version of this software, it's way better because it have like some fancy stuff. So it's super cool. I recommend that you like playing with it. Like you can use my template, but with newer ones, you can have way better like systems. And the transform, I'm going to be scaling it. I already know that is 0.15. So it's something similar. I'm going to be hiding this one, and I'm going to be replacing this connection, and this connection. Okay. This works like this. We have the desired topology, we have the geo, and it's going to make the desired topology into our geo basing on some point selections. We go into visual editor and we have already this side place. You can just like click and place another point if you want. And this works like this. You don't need to be perfect about this because again we're going to be checking it. But if you have the most perfect wrap, you have the most perfect like best skinning and best guys placement. So foot, then ankle, then knee, then like the hip, then like the, in this case, dick. Then we go, in this case, the belly bottom is like way down, but this is like the spine joints. So I think one is going to be there. Then another one, maybe like in here. We can actually go like this, and probably there's one in here. Then we have like the clavicle kind of a start point, a little bit up. Then the neck, then mouth. I don't really care about the face, so doing it real fast. Then we have like the shoulder. Then this. Just follow this one. Like the first time you probably need to look a lot. I already know like where the next ones are, so you get super fast with this. Now again, it's super useful. Like if you have a base topology or a project that shares like a lot of characters topology, oof, you can build so many rigs super fast. It's like insane. And then we have this. For the fingers, in this case, it's not going to work because they are super close. But the skinning of the fingers, I hate doing that sometimes because, well, who likes doing a skinning? And this helps a lot. There we go. In case we want to have some more points, just maybe add this one here, pot, I don't know, spine, whatever. And we only care about this side, and the video is this side, because all the guys are on that side. Then we just compute. We can change like the settings if we want to be like more precise. I consider myself not the best person doing like raps. I have friends that make some amazing raps that is like insane, but I will show you like my ways, and that we don't really need that like the perfect rap. So let's wait a little bit, and that's it. Meanwhile, in the comments, you can leave like a smiley face, so I know that you are seeing this video and you have like 7 minutes into it. I will probably see the comments. I'm trying to see the comments. I haven't yet seen the comments from yesterday, but I don't think we have a lot of comments because it was just an introduction. Okay, nice. We have the graph, and currently it's looking nice, but if I show you the real one, it's like super funny. It's always super funny because of course it's not a human, and of course we didn't have like a lot of points, but we have the magic brush. So I'm going to show this visibility, and the brush we just go into visual editor. I like the relax projected, and we can just have the magic happens. And with the smooth you can actually like smooth it. The size is here and the strength is here. As I mentioned repeatedly, we don't need to be perfect. We just need to have like the basic points for our skinning and for our guide placement. We can actually maybe try and implement some cool stuff for the skinning also for the videos. I want to record everything, like maybe I don't deliver the best rig because I'm going to be recording everything and I don't want this to be like super slow, but I think you can learn from my mistakes, so I will try to do my best of showing you like the best I can. Yeah, I don't really, this is just visual, you don't really need the side, and we just accept it. Important. And in the viewport, as you can see, we have way better topology and way better stuff. And on the save alembic, we have already the path for you, and just compute coordinate frame. And in here, if you can see, we have the wrapped one, alembic. We have the alembic that we exported and the wrapped alembic. So you don't really need to do anything else. Don't drag and drop it. We have a tool for that because namespaces will mess up the process. Just click import wrap geo, and if it's in the same one, it's going to work. Oh fuck, I forgot. I need to make it big again. So for that, I'm not going to say that I'm super smart, but I use ChatGPT and I ask like, if I scale it down 0.15, how tall I need to scale it up? Because it was like 20, it was like kind of easier, but like these kind of sizes are not as easy. So transform back. and save LMB, compute, overwrite it, import, and there we go. I'm just going to assign Lambert1, and we can hide it. We already have the template to build in here, but you can actually import the biped template if you want to. It's going to be the same one, but let's show which one. I don't remember if I show it, so it was it's not this one. Is this one? This is the base template of a human. And if it's T pose or A pose is really important. In this case it's A pose, so let's place those joints. It's going to take a few seconds, and done. Done. Right now. I hate doing videos more than 10 minutes, but I am trying to do them slower. So as you can see, we have them placed. It's not perfect whatsoever. If you really need like something super fast, this can work. But if you need something like production kind of fast and production kind of good, this is not going to work. So we're going to be moving this one. We can minimize it and have like a little bit of like tools in here in case you want them. I'm going to be using the helpers. The helpers, as they say, that it helped me with the process of the rig. The body is more of like pre-rig and the face is more like post-rig. But let's go to the body and let's explain the template. Let's take advantage of this and let's explain it. The base, it is going to build me a base. The root is going to create literally one joint in the root. Then we have the center of gravity that is placed in there. I think I can move it a little bit, like maybe like there. I think it can work. One advantage that Mutant offers is that you can build this, paint the skins, do like the controllers, and if you don't like a guide, you can just like rebuild. You just click rebuild, delete and rebuild, and it's going to save everything and load it for you. So the placements are kind of like a basic, like you can like have iterations. Don't need to be perfect at the same time, at the first time, sorry. The spine, I think it's looking kind of good, but for showing you, I mean the neck is not kind of good, I think. So let's see. Actually, if you want a spline that is like straight, you can also do a spline that is straight. I think this one can be a little bit there, and the neck. The neck is going to be a pain because we don't have like an edge loop that is like, oh, this is the split between the neck and the head. So let's try it like, I mean, this is the end. Can be the start a little bit like, because if we put it like too low, then the clavicle is going to be a mess. Like, see. I think something a little bit down, but I'm afraid of doing that. Let's put it in there for now. Okay. Now, because I changed some of this stuff, as you can see, it's not pointing to the next joint. So we need to click fix spine. So it's going to do this magic and it's going to fix the spine. Now the head, if we look as a gorilla skeleton, let's look at it. We're going to be seeing that the neck, the head, whoop, is kind of nice. So I think it's going to be like in here. I guess this is the ear, this is the jaw, so whoop, something around there. So this is the ear, the head is going to be around here, maybe. Let's see. Let's try it. This is like the skull. No, whoop, whoop. Maybe. Let's see. Let's see how it works. And the other of the head, this is just an aiming joint. So the controller and the orientations are like aiming good. So I'm going to be doing first of all neck to spine. So it's snapping the neck to the spine. And then I'm going to be doing a fixed head. As you can see, now it's pointing up. Then for the body, we have the clavicle. Oh, which loop? I hate not having like a good topology, but it is what it is. The skinning is going to be super fun probably. But I'm guessing like, oh, this is like the muscles. Let's hope that Grab is doing it work. Seems to be working kind of good. I'm just going to trust this. For now, again, we can like rebuild as many times as we need. so don't worry about this. Actually, we have like, if you want to be like super precise in this at the first time, I usually check this after building. But if you go to Mutant Tools in the resources, we have like that guy, but by those guys, I don't remember the name of anything. I'm super bad with that. But let me show you. I'm going to load it. And let's continue while we okay super fast. We go into rigging resources. This one is super useful for placing joints. So I recommend you seeing it. It's by Guild Gears. So let's check it. So clavicle puff you see here. I think it's working kind of nice. But we can have like this placement super precise at the end, I think. Okay, let's maybe I think a little bit like that. And from the top view, a little bit back. There we go. And I'm going to be doing like a fixed clavicle again, so it changes like the whoop whoop whoop. I think I like it when it was going a little bit up. So it's more like a straight. Okay. Again, not going to worry about that. And then I'm going to be doing the elbow. In this case, I'm just going to be doing this trick. Just cluster. Then in here, just find a good loop. Maybe this one. Maybe this one because it's the next fully grown. And also I'm going to be using this one, this one, this and this. I'm not going to be looking at the topology. I'm just going to be looking at this stuff. First of all, this is a coplanar kind of plane that is going to help me maintain everything coplanar. I'm going to be cleaning this and I'm going to be cleaning this. So I do the like from scratch. Also in here, I'm going to be cleaning the orientations. And in here, I'm going to be cleaning the orientations, okay? First of all, I just need to have this as straight as possible because it's an IK chain and because math, they need to be like straight as possible. Ideally, this joint only have rotations in Z axis. It cannot have translations and it cannot have rotations in here, only in here. And I'm just going to be translating it in X a little bit more. So it's matching in here. And I'm going to be rotating C. So this one is looking kind of in there. And I need this to be like between this and this. This works, I think. No, and this. It's hard because this one is a little bit up and this is a little bit down. So in the middle of these two is going to work. But this way I can assure you the IK is going to work. And now this wrist joint, I'm just going to translate it back so it matches the loop that I wanted. I guess it's around there. Let's look at from the front. I think it's more like in here, in the thumb, and this kind of like guessing. I don't know. Let's see how it looks. Again, I don't know what I choose this kind of project, but I like challenges, so let's continue. The hand, I'm going to leave the hand at the end. The pelvis, this is actually not as important, so I just place it like there. And at the end, I am also on advice, never ever 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 click fix arms. Never click fix legs. Just do it the way I did it. Why? Because I'm stupid and I programmed this for a specific reason. But I leave it in there. Why? Because I don't have self-love. Maybe somebody uses it and works, but I don't recommend it. And pelvis in here, and you can fix pelvis without problem. And in the legs, I'm going to be doing the same. I just need the... interesting. I'm going to click reset legs actually. That is in Zombinator. Why? Because I don't like this. So in here, reset legs, I have the basic legs. As you can see, the green one needed to look back, and this wasn't looking back. So Zombinator, thank you very much. Let's put it in there. And in the knee, let's do the same thing. In this case, maybe this one. Faceform cluster, and on here. Interesting. Well, this is the actual ankle, but a loop. I don't think we can. I don't know why, but this loop is calling me because of the. Going to be an interesting one. Let's use this one for now. Let's see how it goes, because obviously the ankle is like this, but I don't. I need a loop. Actually, we can probably do something like this. Select and deform cluster, and there we go. Smart. And again, let's clean this. Rotate 0, 0, 0. Orange 0, 0, 0. Ankle 0, 0, 0. 0. And there we go. Back. Why is it looking back? Okay, translate. This one translate. There we go. So pop. Let's make this thing here. Rotate it a little bit. And now this one we rotate. Speculative. Go down. Let's find the cluster. So we have it like in there, but I need it to be more in the center. So let's play in there for now. And from the front, I actually like this when it's like more straight like this, but this doesn't make sense for the hip. So we're going to compromise a little bit. And the controller is going to be a little bit like tilted, but that's the geometry. And also in here, I think we can actually go a little bit down. Let's try in there. Let's do a fixed hips. Where is the fixed hip? Fixed pelvis, okay. Actually, I think this one can be a little bit up also. Maybe around there. And in the foot, we actually are going to be, well, the next one is the foot, yep. So I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to be doing a little trick. I'm going to be doing, just need this. And I'm going to be clicking shoe to guide. When it's a shoe, it's actually better, but let's see how it works in this one. If it doesn't work, I just, I don't think this is good at all. But I think it's easier if I do it by hand. I just wanted to showcase like a nice tool. There we go, delete. Okay, was fucked up at the beginning also. So first of all, fix foot, just to have some good orientations in here. This is interesting because the rock kind of movement. Do I do it in the thumb? I think the thumb can be like a separate controller, and the fingers are going to be like this is going to be like a local rig, and this is going to be like the actual foot. So let's try it like that. This is the side one. This is going to be also the side one. You don't need to be perfect at this stage. Also, I'm going to show you how to place these guides. So just place them wherever is like the furthest point of the guide. This is going to be below here, center. This is also going to be like, when you do this, it's actually rotating from like these ones, from the knuckles. So this thing is going to be like in the knuckles, pressing D. You can press, you can actually put them a little bit better up. Pulse more here. Doesn't need to be on the floor for now. And from the front, we can actually see the mess that we caused. This needs to be a little bit here and fix put, and it's going to put them in the floor and put the correct orientation for you. So let's check how this is working from every possible angle. Really hard because I actually think this one can actually be a little bit more to the side. Like to the center. Like this, and fix foot again, and whoop, it's going to snap. And now we can actually place them a little bit better. Interesting project, right? I really like it. Like a nice challenge. I like nice challenges. Again, we can build and test. I think that's the best way of doing everything. I think if you have this, you rock from like also the knuckles. So let's put this in the knuckles and fix foot. And there we go. Now we go to the. This is going to make a controller for like having like fancy football stuff. This is going to make a full box that probably won't work in here because it's just to see like if it's touching like the ground or it's like a little bit above the ground. The neck and the head we already did, and the eyes. Let's go to the eyes. The eyes is the simpler one. We just choose this loop, the form cluster. I modify as translations. I can delete all this. And let's continue the explanation. This one is going to create spaces for the eye. If you delete one block, you can, example, if you don't need eyes, you can delete the eyes block, and you need to delete the eyes switch because it's going to try to look for the eye. The head spaces, the neck spaces, all the IKFK spaces, and it's going to create some attribute controllers so it's easier to pick. Then we have skinning and controllers. I don't actually use these blocks, but because I like using the file, we have save skins, save controllers, load skin, load controller, okay? And in the extras, we have just some custom stuff, like we are going to make the geometry unselectable if it's called geo. Then we have some dynamic scaling in case you have like more scale controllers. Some changing of some colors to make them look fancier. Some fixes specifically for the human template. And some code blocks. If you want to code your own like steps, you just go here, go to the other, create a code block, and you can actually use Python or Mel, and you can code your stuff in here in case you need like custom step that you want to rebuild every time. And let's build it. Okay, I'm going to stay open. It's actually a pretty long video. Sorry, guys. Hopefully, you are seeing this by like playing it by 2. So you can actually build the rig from here, or you can build the rig from here. Building it, you have like 3 options. You have build mutant tools. Is going to build this group. Build selected group like these groups, or you can actually build selected block. I'm going to build mutant tools. It's the same button as this, so let's build and check the results. I'm going to pause. No, I'm going to leave it like that because I really need to scratch my nose. But all good. Building. The sizes of the controllers are going to be kind of annoying to place because this is not a humanoid. So if you can see, we have like the sizes, and as I mentioned, you can come here, do all the controllers, and at the end, if you like decided that you want to change the template, you just come here. I'm not going to change it, but you can like move stuff. You can build again, delete and rebuild, and it's going to save all the skinning and all the controllers. You don't need to like do that kind of stuff again, because it's kind of boring to save the controllers. Also, you can also do it by hand, like file, save controllers, and file, load controllers, and also file, mirror controllers. But this is like the second video. Sorry, it's 30 minutes. I probably won't watch it to review if I did okay, because it's way too long and I'm super hungry. But if you have questions, if you like it, let me know. And tomorrow we probably start. Probably we're going to be placing the controllers. Let's do it slowly because I need to do one per day, and tomorrow is Sunday, so tomorrow video is going to be probably just placing the controllers and some tips and tricks. So if you see, this one is bigger, and that's it. We have a full rig. Now, probably I'm going to be doing this in this step actually. I'm going to be adding one block. Let's see, because I want to have like one skeleton, so I can maybe if I need to put it in Unreal or do some like fancy stuff. So in games, I'm going to be doing convert body. I'm just going to leave it in probably in body. It's fine. It just need to be after all the joints are built. And if this tool works, I don't remember if this works because I usually do it from the crowd tool. But let's see. Now I'm going to be having only one skeleton. So it's going to be just a little bit more like easier to import from software to software, because as I understand, this is going to Houdini. So I don't know if he needs the skeleton or no, or it's going to be more like an Alembic pipeline. But let's see if it works. Okay, it's working because it's from the switches. But let's say that you already built the rig, and you actually have already skinned it, and you have all the skinning. If you use the one from the crowds, you can create game joins, and you can actually replace the skinning automatically. So you don't really need to like do like a transfer of the skinning or a copy paste weights or whatever. And as you can see, we have one skeleton, so it's now game ready or pipeline ready or whatever ready. I'm going to be saving it, and thank you for watching. If you watch it, probably like only 3 persons are going to be watching this because it's way too long, but have a good Sunday, Saturday, whatever, whenever you see it. Have a good one. Bye.